everyone, thanks for coming out here today. The news reaching us today is that the federal government has revealed a big decision to honor the former president of the country, Goodluck Jonathan. And they gave some reasons why they want to honor Goodluck Jonathan. But I wonder if Nigerians see it the same way, because we all know that a lot of people have their own reservation and their various concerns when Goodluck Jonathan was president. Some persons saw him as weak. Some persons said probably because of the people that put him there and all of that, that he was not really connected. A lot of people had their different opinion, and even about his wife as well, Patience Jonathan. But the federal government, they revealed something today, and they stated that that's their main reason for doing that. We're going to go into the content very soon, and Nigerians will decide if that is if the federal government is actually correct, if presidency is actually correct. But before we go into the main content, please, if you haven't yet subscribed to us, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also do hit on the like button just to let us know that you do appreciate what we're doing. So please do give us a thumbs up, and thank you very much. So let's go into the news. Our next plan for ex-president Goodluck Jonathan Amaechi. The federal government has revealed its decision to name the Warri rail station after former President Goodluck Jonathan. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, made the revelation during an Instagram live video with ace journalist Dele Momodu. He said the Itakpe-Warri rail have been completed is due for commissioning by President Muhammadu Buhari, but for the emergence of COVID-19. The rail service has 12 stations, with 2 located between Itakpe, Ajakuta and Warri, Itakpe, Agani, Adogbe, Itogbo, Agegbedo, Uromi, Egene, Igbanke, Agbo, Abraka, Okpara, and Ujewu stations. The line, which was started in 1987, was built to move iron ore from mines around Itakpe to the steel works of Ajakuta, but was abandoned for many years before constructions resumed during Buhari's first term in office. Amaechi said there is a plan to construct a yard at the Warri rail station where trail equipment can be fabricated and produced. He also said 1,000 housing units are being constructed at the Warri yard for Nigerian railway workers. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, explained that the federal government has resolved to name the Warri yard station after former President Jonathan because of his administration's immense contribution to the project. According to Amaechi, when I was appointed the Minister for Transportation, the President warned to not start new contracts, go and complete old ones. We met Itakpe-Warri rail line, which had been in existence for 34 years uncompleted. It would have been the first standard gauge line in Africa if it was completed. Based on the President's instructions, I did a memo. I thought we would borrow money from China, but the President refused. He said we should use our internal funds to execute the project. Now the project is ready for commissioning, but because of coronavirus, everything is on hold. And you know the President is a shy person. He doesn't like public show. What he said is that let's just focus on our achievements, and by the time we leave office, people will see what we have done. But some of us are insisting that we commission some our projects. We have decided to name it after former President Goodluck Jonathan. So my people, that is the news of reaching us at the moment. So there's a rail station in Warri, Itakpe-Warri, that have been abandoned for the past 38 years. Amaechi stated that, I beg your pardon, 34 years, that rail station has been uncompleted. And he said when Goodluck Jonathan was in office, Jonathan instructed him that he doesn't need new projects, that they have to focus on the ones that have been abandoned to complete. And we can see that Jonathan left office since 2015, and between 2015 and 2019, Buhari's first tenure, they've been working on the project, and now they've completed it. They finally completed it. But the minister of transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, he's saying here that the reason they are naming this after the reason they want to name this station after the former president Goodluck Jonathan is because of his immense contribution to that very project. Obviously, we know that the project was abandoned even before he came into office. But like I said in the start, during his tenure as president, a lot of people had various reservations about him as president. He was a good person. He did what he had to do, but a lot of people just felt he was kind of controversial. A lot of people felt he was weak. A lot of people, they couldn't see tangible things that he did. That's what a lot of people felt. But for Amaechi, Amaechi believes that while he was in office, he could see how dedicated, how strict, and that even at a point, he wanted to borrow money from China. He was looking at borrowing, and Goodluck Jonathan said, no way, that no borrowing. Let's look at what we have. And to be fair, that's quite something that's commendable for him to do that, not to put the country into further debt when we know that there is money in the country. So he made that decision. So seen as someone that really contributed to Nigeria as a result, Amaechi, the Minister of Transport, has decided that to honor him, they have to name the rail station after him. Amaechi also stated that the rail station should have been commissioned if not for this COVID-19 that is putting a halt to all of the projects in our country. But the shocking one is that, and Amaechi said that we know that we have a shy president. I didn't know that before. He's just pointing out that. So is that the reason? Could that be the reason why President Muhammadu Buhari hardly comes out to address the nation? He stated that, we have a shy president. So Nigerians, please note that that's what Amaechi has said, that the reason President Muhammadu Buhari is not coming out to speak up and also to address the nation on a regular basis regarding this crisis that the nation is going through is because he's a shy person. And also that Buhari says that the main thing here is that they should keep doing what they are doing, that at the end of their tenure, everyone will see what they have done. I don't think so. Nigerians don't believe, even so many people have taken up to different social media to state that they regret really voting President Muhammadu Buhari. But the country where we live in, is it really our vote that counted? Was that really the reason how President Muhammadu got there? We can't say for that, but he's trying to say that at the end of their tenure, everything they've completed, even this rail station that has been abandoned for the past 34 years that they've completed now, people will see their good work, and that's what matters. But I would say we would leave that to Nigerians to really decide if Nigerians are really commending Buhari. I don't think at this time, with this pandemic and the crisis and the way he has handled the whole thing, I don't think so. So, my people, that's the news reaching us at the moment. Ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, the presidency is planning to name a rail station after him to honor him. So I do want us to leave our take and a comment. Do share your thoughts on that, what you think about that. Share your opinion. Let's have a decent chat down below in the comment section. Want to take this time to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed to us. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also do give us a thumbs up just to let us know that you do appreciate what we're doing here. So right, I want to say thank you once again. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now, and God bless.